So I have this Samsung Galaxy A50. When I plugged the charger in, I was getting the sign here and we were not getting any percentage. I leave the phone for about 10 minutes and we did not get the battery to charge. But however, I noticed that when I plug back in the charger, we are getting a heavy heating around this area here. So we're going to take the back off, we're going to analyze the phone. So we need to remove all the screws. As you can see, we are not getting anything from the battery terminal. The charger is in. We are going to test another test point. So let me ground here. And let me just test this area here. We should get 5 volts coming off of this.
5 hours later.
In this video, we are going to change the charging port for this A50. It's not charging and we are getting an overheating in this area. So what I am going to do, I have a brand new board, never been used before. I had taken off the port off of it. So this is a brand new board, never used before, right? I am going to take the port from, as you can see, this version is the a20. It's basically the same thing. The only difference is this connection part here, right? And they are all type C. So I am going to remove this port. I'm going to show you how I am going to do so. You want to put some flux on it. There are actually different techniques on how you do this. You can use low melt solder, you can different technique. When you remove the port, you don't want to damage any other components on the board. So if you know you are going to do this, you will need to cover up the other small components. So I just removed the port and we did so successfully. And yes, it was no damaged component or anything like that. We extracted the port successfully. We're going to put the port on this a50 board. So we're just going to use a little flux in these areas here. Most persons will rather changing the entire board because this can be a lot of stress and a lot of heat So we just need to make sure that this is aligned properly, because this port do have a lot of pins, and we need to make sure that it is perfectly aligned. Yeah. Does it look aligned? It's looking so. So let's give it a go. Alright, let's give it a go. So we are actually finished here, and I just need to leave this to cool down. Yeah, so there are some small components right here, as you can see. When you heat, you want to make sure that you don't heat those off. So when we do this, we have to do this with a technique. And if you look, the pins are in perfect alignment, which is very good. Alright, so we are going to try this port. We're going to change the port. So first we need to remove these ribbons. This one is for the screen, so we can leave this one. Take this one off, and also remove this antenna flex. So this is off, this is out, and this is the brand new port. This board is actually new, never been used, but I had take the port off before. What we are going to do, we are just going to do a quick test. So first, let me just plug this USB cable in, and it fit perfectly in. This one is plugged into the wall, so this is the real thing. We are going to see if it's charging. So as you can see, the charge light is on, and this is the port we took it from. This is the port we took out of the phone. I am not aware if this is really charging the battery, so I will have to do the test to see. I am going to test the battery terminal just to see if I'm getting anything. Let me just give a brief test to see if anything is going to the battery. So definitely we are getting about 5 volts there. Before, we were not getting it with the other port. It had light up the phone before, but we did not get it with the other port. So let's see if the battery will charge. We are going to give this some time, and we are going to see if we will see 0 or 1%. It's about almost 3 minutes now, and we haven't seen anything to say 0% on the phone. So I want to say that this battery is either totally drained, the battery is totally drained. Oh, 1%. So I was right. I was just about to say the battery is totally drained or the battery is totally dead. So it's at 1%. I'm going to leave this phone to charge. This is how you fix your port, change your charging port. Hope that this video was helpful to you. I hope that you learned something from it. I will put the necessary thing that you'll need to do this job in the video description. My name is Lens. Do like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm out.